Hi.
Still Chris.
Still Chris. Okay, cool. So we're running slightly behind. I was going to do a little bit on what inbound is, but I feel like people are pretty confident now that it's HubSpot's annual conference. And yeah, we were really lucky to get to go, and we do tend to send people out there because it is a really good place to get the latest insights on technology and what's going on, not just with HubSpot, but the ecosystem that surrounds the whole sales and marketing arena. So let's jump straight in with the first thing, which is loop marketing. So you're hopefully all fairly familiar with inbound marketing, the idea of attracting, engaging, and delighting your customers. But as Max was alluding to, a lot of the traditional funnels, flywheel models, they're failing because people aren't going to search engines, searching for specific answers, clicking through, going straight to your website and converting. Instead, they are on Reddit, on LinkedIn, on podcasts, and they're also searching on ChatGPT, on Gemini. According to Spark Toro, 58% of Google searches last year resulted in no clicks at all, which, you know, we're getting on close to 2/3, and that's only going to grow. So what HubSpot have done, they've come up with their new framework for the AI era, which they're calling loop marketing, which you can see is express, tailor, amplify, and then evolve. So this is essentially expressing your message, tailoring it to your audience, amplifying it across all of those channels, and evolving your strategy, your tactics in real time with the use of AI, of course. So let's have a look and see how this new framework aligns with some of the products. Some of these are products I'll talk about in a moment as what's new from AI, from inbound, but obviously some of them Max has obviously just covered, so we're not going to go through those again. So expressing who you are, defining your taste and your tone for your business, and using Breeze Assistant, your ever-present co-pilot within HubSpot. Brand identity, an AI-driven tool that allows you to have your tone of voice across all of the tools within HubSpot. And Marketing Studio, which we'll look at in a moment. Tailor, so again, this is using AI to tailor your approach, making it personal. They talked a lot inbound about going from personalization to actual personal outreach, personal contact with your customers. And we've got the AI-powered segments that Max spoke about, personalization agent, and also AI-powered email. All of these things built to help personalize that message. Next is Amplify. So again, this is using AI, but it's also using across all of those channels and targeting humans, SEO, search, people actually going and looking for things, but also bots, so that AEO, understanding how we optimize our content for bots to find us. So again, Marketing Studio we'll talk about, Customer Agent we just saw, and the AEO grader Max spoke about as well. And then finally, Evolve. So the reality is that things are moving so quickly now that you need to be able to evolve your strategy, evolve your tactics in real time. And that's where AI is amazing. So it allows you to analyze data, analyze what's going on, and really understand how you need to adapt your plans and change things in real time. And again, aligns with some of HubSpot's new features, including email engagement optimization and ChatGPT Deep Research Connector. They also announced that they're connecting directly into Gemini as well as part of their new moving forward. So again, framework, remember, it's an infinite loop. So this is not something that's one and done. This is something that once you've finished evolving, you go back round and you start that process again of expressing, tailoring, amplifying, and evolving. So let's actually look at some products. So Max talked a lot about the unified platform and how everything can work in one place. And he talked a lot about how that's for your data. So getting better clarity and building good foundations for AI to work on within that unified platform. But it's also a unified platform for your team, your human team I'm talking about this time. So for your marketing, your sales, your customer success. And to do this, they've created a number of studios. So we've heard the word agent a lot, but I'm going to be talking about studios a lot today. So these are powerful tools for collaboration, for data manipulation, and of course, building out AI agents and AI assistants. So the first of these is Breeze Studio. So if you've built a custom GPT or a gem in Gemini, you hopefully are fairly familiar with this interface. You have your panel on the left where you can go in and you can set your prompts. This is the job spec that we spoke about before. But you can also set what's in the context window. So you can tell it which files you want it to be able to access and feed it that information, and tick things like, do you want it to be web search enabled? So you can set what the context window is, so what context the AI agent or the AI assistant has, and then you can really customize and tailor how this works. So hopefully those that are familiar with that will look fairly familiar to work with. For those that aren't, it is fairly straightforward, but if you have any questions around these things, come and chat to us. Happy to help point in the right direction or assist where we can. And you've also got Breeze Marketplace. So at the moment, Breeze Studio is only for assistants, but we've also got agents coming as well. So the ability to build out those agents. But we've got all those ones that Max spoke about and more as well in the marketplace, including things like social post agents, company research agents, RFP agents, and so on. So really exciting to see this. We think it's a really interesting thing because it's really going to start to empower your team to get more out of the tools you already have at your fingertips. Another studio, marketing studio. So this one's about collaboration. So think about a collaborative whiteboard style experience like Figma or Miro, but instead of just having mock-ups of your campaign assets in there, this is now got your actual emails, your actual forms, your actual landing pages within this collaborative whiteboard space, and you can drill down into those assets, you can edit them, review them, make comments. You can even start to bring in the generative AI tools for creating emails on the fly. And it's more than just that. It's now a visualization in terms of things like Kanban boards, list views, calendar views. So there's a real opportunity here for consolidating more tools into HubSpot, so bringing that unified platform together, but also streamlining your human employees' workspace, making it so that they don't have to copy and paste between ChatGPT, Figma, HubSpot, MailChimp. It's saying actually there is one place that you can come and work today, and it's going to have access to all of these things as well as the powerful AI tools that it comes with. Not a studio, but quite an exciting one nonetheless. This one's fairly early days, but this is the project object. So for anyone that's familiar with Asana or Monday, this is now bringing in that productivity, again, Kanban board views, calendar views, to start working on your projects directly within your CRM. So attached to everything else that you already have, all of that context, all of that data, attached back to your projects. The ability to really understand how the work your team are doing, your marketing teams, and how that then fits into the rest of the business and all of your structure. This is the last studio, Data Studio. This one's really exciting. So this is essentially the ability for your data teams, your operations teams, to connect into external sources, Google Sheets, Snowflake, loads of others, but bring that data into HubSpot and manipulate it, create data sets, and essentially bring the power of a spreadsheet. I know that doesn't sound as exciting as it is to people like me, but bring the power of a spreadsheet into your CRM and give you the ability to manipulate that data without any copy and paste, without having to go out to external sources and do imports and exports. And the reason this is so important, as Max started talking about, data is so fundamental to allowing all the other more exciting tools, the AI stuff, to work, that by having this in there, you can ensure that your data is connected across your tech stack, but it's up to date, that it's relevant, that it is actually accurate, because you now have that ability to bring that in and manipulate it in there. So, single source of truth, it's up to date, and it's maximizing the capabilities of your agents. So, it's just a brief one, just to kind of sum up everything that we've gone through when we've been across to San Francisco. To be honest, Max had covered most of the cool stuff, so I was left with the studios and things, but they are exciting to me as a data geek. If you have any questions, particularly around loop marketing, come and chat to us, because it is a new framework. It is not throwing out everything that we had before. The flywheel and everything still applies, but it is looking at how we fit that across new channels, new challenges to continue to grow. So, thank you very much for your time.